All right, come on.
So if you're not tuning in via video, you really should be.
All right, what's the dancer that Santa does? Look at the camera. Look at the snowman, but the gritty.
Oh, not the gritty. All right, you saw it here first.
All righty, here we are, Tiffany. Episode 17.
17, the big 1-7. I don't know what I was doing with my hands.
We're not old enough to go to war.
No.
What,
and we're a year below. Yeah, we're a year below being legal. So, you know what's crazy? January will be our 18th. So that means we're legal in 2025.
Dang, watch out.
Yeah, if you're wondering what we're talking about, it's the number of episodes.
Yeah.
Lost in translation.
What couldn't you get when you're 17? Nothing, right?
No.
You're a junior in high school?
Yes. No, yeah, junior
I
or
think
senior.
so, right? Yeah. You're like either on your, right now you'd be a senior.
Yes, like beginning.
18, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
Well,
Depending on when your birthday falls, I guess. But anyways, enough
That
about
was
that.
useless.
Yeah, that was. You're welcome for the useless information you find here on Roanoke Live. You've also probably noticed we are dressed like elves.
Yeah, we should have started with that. I think, Tiffany, we were talking, I think this is our craziest costumes to date.
It is, and you can't even see the full costume.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you see yours?
You can kind of see, if you've seen the movie Elf, which who hasn't?
Yeah, right.
That's our costume. So we got to keep it exciting here. We figured for the holidays.
I've never been embarrassed like walking out of our office after we changed, but this was a time where I was like, oh my goodness.
And I'm wearing my least favorite color probably. Like I like pink, but not this light pink.
Yeah,
this is not me at all.
What shade of pink are you rocking with?
Either hot pink or fuchsia pink. This is just like
powder pink.
Yeah, I kind of hate this. Like my skin's burning. But
well, you look semi-normal. I mean, look what the
I wouldn't
heck
even
I'm
say
wearing.
that. Well, actually, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
your hat's sticking straight up and mine's not. So
Santa.
Yes, there you go. And we may or may not have more content of us dressed up like this. So stay tuned to see the full costumes. We'll see what happens.
I love Christmas though.
Me too.
It's just like holiday season.
Yeah.
We're recording this right before Thanksgiving, and then by the time it's come out, we'll be full swing into the Christmas season. Have you started Christmas music yet?
No.
Zero. Don't you say your parents love it, right?
Yeah, my parents love it. So my parents listen to it. We're about to go out of town for Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be listening to it for 4+ hours. And
okay.
Just
Where are you going?
Pray for me. Tennessee, Pigeon Forge. I've never been, so we're going to go.
Heck
I think Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge.
Yes.
I'm trying to convince them to go to medieval times.
Are you going to go to Buc-ee's?
My mom really wants to go.
You got to.
I've never been.
You absolutely have to go to Buc-ee's.
Okay, just for those listening, what is Buc-ee's?
So
we don't have one.
It's pretty much a gas station on steroids.
Oh,
so so they make their own brisket. They have a mascot. They make their own fudge. They make their own beef jerky. I mean, it is a circus, but just be prepared to spend too much money.
Okay, so save my money. Okay, everybody that's listening that's friends with me, you're getting some kind of gift from there.
Oh, they'll love it. They'll love it.
So watch out. What is he, a beaver?
Yep.
He's a beaver.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Oh, you got to get the beaver nuggets.
Yes. Oh gosh, I'm just gonna eat my whole day there. I'm just gonna stay there all day.
Yeah,
all right.
You should.
So
you
sheets
totally
on
should.
steroids, it sounds like.
It's sheets times 1,000.
Okay, so Buc-ee's sponsor us. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine we're dressed like him for the next podcast? Actually, I don't want to give any ideas.
Oh jeez.
Oh no, I may have.
Tiffany.
We said that we were gonna take a break dressing up, but we might have to.
No, we're addicted.
Yeah, we are. We have to dress as something. But
yeah, no, Christmas is awesome. I've already started playing it. Got to get the kids going. I'm excited. It seems like it creeps up. So every year I try to make it last a little bit longer.
Yeah. But which you can just start earlier, right? Is that how that works?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to be starting in July in a couple of years.
Are you and your family doing anything? Like, I know we have ice bumper cars here.
Yeah.
Do you have anything planned with them? Like, we're lucky here in Roanoke. I feel like we have a lot of Christmas stuff you can do.
We do.
Illuminates is really fun.
Yes.
Shout out.
We'll be doing that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the mall and take a picture with Santa. Probably the only reason why the mall. I mean,
yeah, you should take your doggo too. I've done that before.
My dog would go nuts. Oh my God, goodness.
Second Santa within 5 minutes. Anyways.
Yeah, we're obsessed. But anyway, so let's get into it. I think we got. What's our first segment for today, Tiff?
All right. So somebody wrote in our comments, and yes, I do read every every comment. So be nice. Somebody wrote in our comments.
Or be really mean but funny.
Yeah, as long as you're funny, you can be mean.
Yes.
Okay, if you make me laugh while hurting my feelings, you're forgiven.
Right.
But somebody wrote in our comments on the last podcast and said that we weren't being controversial enough for a podcast. So I've decided that we're going to try to take a stance on things that we're kind of answering some questions that people don't want to answer publicly.
Who'd you vote for? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like that's the one we're starting with first. You know, being a city entity, we do have to walk the line. So these are going to be controversial, but walking the line.
Okay.
So the first one that I actually thought of, I was driving the other day, and as someone who tries not to road rage, how old is too old to drive a vehicle?
Okay, who's going first?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
I think anybody over the age of...
Oh, be careful.
I'm going to say 70. Too old.
70?
Well, the reason I say 70 is because my parents are upper...
Yeah.
They're kind of 60s.
They're like our number one viewer. What are they going to do when they hear this?
Mom and Dad, don't kill me. When you reach 70, I'm chauffeuring you around.
Yeah, that's also the other thing. You're signing up to be their chauffeur.
I mean, I'd do that for them. I wouldn't mind.
That's sweet.
Yeah, as long as they're not driving. Because let me just tell you, I almost got in an accident. It was like that thing with Family Guy where it's just like, I come over now. And I was like, oh my God. So anyways, what about you, Rob?
Yeah, I know it's tough. I know it's just take a stand. So I'm going to stand on something and I'm going to say 83.
83 is such a random. Why?
I know.
83?
I just totally made that up. My real response is it really just depends because, like, you see, like Dick Van Dyke out there on the red carpet. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do.
He was out there doing cartwheels, and he's 100 years old.
Oh, okay.
So like, it really just kind of depends. I think.
Not to go completely. Well, this isn't off topic. Should we give people another assessment at that age?
Yes.
We never have.
There we go.
Okay. Here's something that may help. A reassessment of your driving at the age of 70.
Yeah.
And if you
look, see, we're solving the world's problems.
Tiffany
there
for president.
Go. Yeah, there we go. No, you got my vote.
Yep. So a reassessment at 70, that's the answer to all this.
Okay. All right. I already see this next one.
Yeah. So my second one, and I already know that me and Rob are going to disagree, is decorating months in advance for a holiday lame.
Listen, I can't help you're a Scrooge. Like, your parents have ruined you.
Lie.
You're a Scrooge. You're a Scrooge. I think it's all that dang metal music you listen to.
Probably.
It's made you a Scrooge.
There's metal Christmas music.
Okay,
that
well then let's play that.
Okay, I get it. But I will tell you, I will not decorate for Christmas probably until like 2 weeks before.
Oh my goodness.
If I'm being
so much work.
I know.
That's the bad part.
And by that I mean candles probably in the window.
Hold on.
Maybe a blow up Santa.
We need a truth moment.
Yes.
Do you or do you not still have your Christmas tree up?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. So I don't even take it down. It just stays up. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, we found out. I'm not a Scrooge.
No,
I just
you're
keep my Christmas. Okay, maybe a little bit. But I already know your answer.
Oh yeah. I mean, do I have to say it?
Halloween decorations come down, Christmas decorations go up.
No, I try. My real answer is I do it. The Thanksgiving Day is kind of my tradition. For me, Christmas season officially starts once Santa comes through on the Macy's Day Parade.
Okay.
Then it's officially...
You just run outside immediately.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the mimosas are flowing. I'm hanging on the roof.
That actually sounds like fun.
Yeah, we try to make it a tradition.
Yeah.
But I've seen some Christmas lights, and I tip my elf cap to those people.
Because they're aggressive.
I love it. I love it. The earlier, the better. I will say maybe I probably draw the line on Halloween, though.
Yeah.
You can't have a Christmas.
Now, Halloween, I like decorating for Halloween. Like, I don't know. I feel like I could be wrong in saying this. I feel like you're either a Halloween person or you are a Christmas person. I think I'm a Halloween person.
Okay.
So I think once Halloween's
music.
over, yeah, sure. There you go. But once Halloween's over, I'm just like, done. Like that, there it goes. And it's not that I don't like, I love Christmas. I love spending time with my family. It's just I'm not.
Do you?
Sometimes. I'm just kidding. So yeah, Scrooge, not Scrooge.
Yep, that's basically what it is. Can we have a graphic?
Yes.
Not Scrooge. Scrooge?
Yes, we're going to do that.
Okay.
I got you. I'll get right on that.
Right, cool.
So,
sorry.
No, I agree with you. You're not. My parents call me the same thing. I told them I didn't want to go on family vacation.
I told you we were going to get personal.
Yes.
We're trying to listen to the people in the comments.
We are.
What was it?
I told my parents I didn't want to go on family vacation, and they called me a Scrooge. I will take it.
There we go.
But
I concur.
This one, I think, I don't know. We may differ on this one too.
Okay.
If a coffee costs more money, does it taste better? So like Starbucks tastes better than something you would make at home, for example, or just any coffee place.
Is that your opinion?
I personally think that any coffee I get outside of my house is going to taste better. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a specific...
Well, it's the equipment that they use, right?
Yeah, but I feel like even if you get like a Nespresso, the really expensive...
Still?
Yeah, I feel like the coffee... one of my friends had one and I tried it and I was like, this still doesn't taste up to par with...
Yeah, well, you got to get the good beans too.
Do I need to go buy a barista from Starbucks
yeah.
and
Just have one that
harbor them in my house?
Yeah,
hey,
totally.
Can you make me? Because I don't know. Sound off in the comments. Do you think it's the people making the coffee, or do you think it's the products?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's like there's levels to coffee.
Yeah.
Like you go get Folgers, it's gonna taste worse than somebody with like Colombian beans. But
right.
I think you could do it at home. But like, so do you not like? Do you think that you can't cook as good as you can buy?
No. I love to cook. So I guess I differ in that. Like, I think some
Same
stuff I make at
right?
home. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think it depends. But I will say, I would much rather have coffee out. So like Mill Mountain is probably one of my favorite coffee places here. Shout out Mill Mountain, sponsor us. No, I'm just kidding.
You're really looking for us.
I'm going to say that every time until someone sponsors us.
Ashley, get on it.
Yeah. Hey, Ashley, Mill Mountain Coffee, please. Thank you. But I love getting coffee. I think I get coffee from there twice a week at least, if not more.
Dang. So what's your coffee budget?
I try to keep it below $20 for the week.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, because what I get, this is going to sound wild though, every time I get a coffee, it's around $10. No.
Oh, so it's twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
What's your order?
Iced vanilla chai latte with almond milk from...
That's $10?
Yeah, well, I get a big one. Dude, it's so good. I swear.
Hold on. I see you with a coffee way more than twice a week.
Really? Because most of the time
maybe it's the energy drink.
Yeah, energy
What's
drink.
the one from Starbucks you always get? It's like in that little cup.
See, I haven't gotten Starbucks actually in a really long time.
So this is a new development.
They did me dirty a few weeks ago.
Don't sponsor us.
Yeah, same with Dunkin'. I'm coming after you, Dunkin' Donuts.
Jeez.
Yeah, I ordered something and it was made really well one week and I went back to get the same thing. Tasted like dirt in a cup with water.
Mud.
Yeah, it was kind of gross. But Rob, what was your opinion on this?
No, I think we nailed it. Yeah,
okay.
I think you can. But it's just about quality. It's like if you go buy a cut of steak from the grocery store, it's not going to be like as good a steak as like from a butcher or something. Like you have to get... Starbucks has equipment. That's what you're paying for.
Right, and the quality, which it just... I will say it kind of sucks that like for the non-dairy.
Or Mill Mountain.
Yes. I wish more places, I think Starbucks may be doing this now, would not charge for non-dairy stuff. So like the non-dairy like almond milk, oat milk, stuff like that, because some people it hurts their tummy like me. So justice for us. Anyways, on to the next one. Does replying K count as emotional warfare? Like
100%. You don't even have to finish the sentence.
Yeah, I get offended.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And it hurts my feelings, and I think you want to kill me.
Me too. So I'm going to respond K to Rob next time he texts me. But all right, so we agree on that one. I think that one's cut and dry. I think people would agree.
I don't know. Some people are like, oh, you're being too emotional.
Yeah.
If you hit me with a period in a text, like there's something else going on there.
My anxiety is telling me you're extremely mad.
Mad.
Yes,
big mad.
Super mad. And I was going to say, have you seen the memes of like the people sending like their birth photos to their dad and he just responds with okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best. Like I feel like anytime my parents they'll either be like awesome or K or I'm like, all right, well anyway.
At least throw in like an exclamation point or something. Give me something to work with.
That hurts my feelings.
Yeah, right?
So next one, if gym memberships were free, would people still avoid the gym or do you think they'd be more inclined to go?
I think they'd be less inclined.
I think so too.
Because I think that you feel guilty since you're paying for it. You're like, shoot, I gotta go.
Yep. Which I'm not going to lie, Tim, I'm sorry if you're listening to this. My guitar teacher, I swear, sometimes I'm like, this is too much for my brain to handle today. I don't want to go mess up on guitar for an hour.
Yeah, but you paid for it.
I paid for it, so I'm going to go, which I do once I get there. I'm glad I went. But I'm just like, oh, this is too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think if you pay for something, I think that's the reason gym memberships cost money. Now, are some of them way too expensive?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Did you see where it's like they're trying to make it illegal for the way that you have to cancel cancel gym because like
they should. It's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta like go in person and sign off your first newborn.
You have to give them a vial of blood or
it's crazy.
Your newborn to get out of cancel like a membership.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're trying to make that illegal.
Well, good. They need to because I think you should just tell them, hey, we cancel, and then you just should cancel it. You pay so much money
press a
up
button,
front.
Online, everything's online already.
Yeah, and like I said, that's the way it should be. You have to get the FBI involved.
Call them up. See, this is why people don't go to the gym.
Hey, FBI, can you cancel my membership? My gym membership? Thanks. I can't get to the people. Like, that's insane. But so this one's kind of crazy.
Okay.
But if we were required to publish our screen time every Sunday, would the general public be embarrassed?
Oh,
absolutely.
For the people in this room?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Well, mine would be like TikTok for 10 hours a day.
Okay. Well, hold on. Should we do an experiment?
I mean, we can.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think. How do you find?
Is yours turned on? Type in screen time in the
I love how you're the one that I should be the one that knows this.
Yeah.
And if you're following along with us right now, go check your. Tell us how long at least you're on the. Ooh, I'm on the phone the most on Sundays, which makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
It's only telling me since yesterday, so.
All right, so what was it yesterday?
Oh gosh, mine was bad. I was watching movies yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So...
Here comes the excuses.
No, I think it looks like it was like over 8 hours yesterday. That's crazy.
I'm at 4.5.
Oh my. Maybe I need kids or something. I think that's my problem.
No, I've been at 10 before.
No, like
I'm just making you
literally
feel
8. That's
Look,
insane.
these things are. All right, we gotta turn this off, or we're gonna get sadly.
I'm gonna start watching TikToks on the podcast, and they're gonna be like, "Tiffany, where'd you go?" Don't. I like my suitcase. All right. Anyways, that's.
So yes, that's a resounding yes.
Okay, good to know. I think I think public officials should have to do that.
Yeah, all that stuff.
How crazy would that be? Like, here's, I don't know, I'm not even going to say a name, but here's this person's screen time for the week. Like, that's
Come
just
on,
like
you got to
daily.
get controversial. Say names. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say that.
I think everybody blank,
Yeah, whoever.
You guys insert the person that you want.
Choose your own adventure.
Yes. So, should people have a license in order to use the reply all button on an email?
1,000%. I'm sorry to all of our coworkers listening.
Yep.
And if you do this, I secretly hate you.
I was gonna say we have to be controversial. Who should we name?
Who's somebody that's done it? I'm going to just say Aki just because I know she can take it.
Which is funny because I don't even get emails from Aki. Reply all but Tiffany.
The worst is when you send an email out to all the staff and
and forget something.
When you get an email from the whole staff and it's like nobody needs to respond to it and that one person just replies all and says thank you. Yeah.
It's like thank you or yes, like
I never hit the delete button so fast in my life.
Like, why do we need? Okay, that's great. Like, why do we need to know that? Like, that's just,
shame on you.
Shame. Everybody that's
we
listening
need the bell.
to the podcast.
You listen to Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh well, there's a scene where she walks through the thing. And you go shame.
No.
Shame. That's all the people that reply all.
I'm telling you, just don't do it. We're gonna be testing everyone in the front office now at Berglund Center. You need a license. So it's going to be issued by Rob and Tiffany.
I took the words right out of my mouth. Yes. Yeah, given to you by us.
We're just going to start going around and just give this is your reply all license.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, you can't do it. Should couples be banned from public PDA after 3 months of dating?
I mean, of course.
Yeah. So
of course.
What gets me? I was just
necking.
Yes, I was just at Busch Gardens for their Halloween thing. It's the couples that make out in the line right before the roller coaster. Like, are you going to die on the roller coaster? Like, that's not needed.
It's getting them going.
Yeah,
the adrenaline has just got them hot.
Stop. It's weird. Ooh,
it's so weird.
Even worse, I had this happen to me when I was in middle school. I was sitting in between. I don't know how. I was sitting in between a couple, and they leaned over me to kiss, and I'm like,
are you kidding me?
No. I think I was like on the shorter side, so they told me I had to sit in the middle.
On the shorter side.
I guess. And they were like older, and I was like, man, I feel like I shouldn't be here right now.
That's like almost inappropriate.
So thanks, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. You caused me childhood trauma.
Wait, this happened at Williamsburg?
Yes, this was the one in Williamsburg.
No. Hold on a second. The story from middle school happened at Williamsburg?
Yeah, I went.
So every time you go there, do your palms just start sweating?
Yeah, knees weak, arms are, all that. But no, it was just weird. And then I got off the roller coaster because my parents don't like riding them. They would just take me. And I was like, Mom and Dad, the weirdest thing just happened. And they're like, oh, we're going to have to get you therapy for that eventually. So yeah, I think Rob and I agree.
Come on. Get over it. 3 months. Nobody needs to see that.
I will say, just to slightly disagree, after 3 months of dating, it's okay to do like little hand holding stuff. But if you're full on making out, like you haven't seen each other since the war, stop it.
Yeah, like she's
cut it out.
Like just like that, that photo,
the one where they're leaning out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm over it. My trauma, I'm done with it. I'm over it. So, one thing I never thought I'd say out to the public that my parents did not know.
Oh my goodness.
And these two people.
We need to find a photo of do you think that exists of those people kissing over you?
Oh, probably not. No, it didn't happen during. It was like right before we took off.
Oh, it wasn't like on that.
No.
On the down
oh
slope.
my! Can you imagine? I would have been like, all right, ejectocito. I'm out of here. No, it happened right before.
But like you were saying, like little pecks, like your wife or your significant other comes home.
Yeah.
There's other people in the house. You give them a little kiss hello or like a kiss goodbye. That's fine.
Totally fine.
But there's levels. Come on now.
Yeah,
nobody wants
levels
to see this.
Yep, I agree. So last one, which I feel like we just yapped so long about all these. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
What should the punishment be for people who clap when the plane lands?
Death.
Wow, that's way more aggressive than what I was gonna say.
The guillotine.
I was gonna say, the seats that the flight attendants have to sit in at the very front of the plane.
Yeah.
Okay, dunce cap, and the person that claps has to sit up there, and everybody has to boo them for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I love
we
it.
Get off
As
the
we're
plane.
getting out. Sorry to all the pilots. We appreciate you.
Yes, it's not you guys.
Yeah.
It's whoever claps when the plane lands.
So maybe there's a couple of circumstances where it's okay if there was like a lot of turbulence.
I still think no, because I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't
know.
Like,
you ever been on a plane with a lot of turbulence and it's like kind of scary?
When you land, you're just kind of trying to get off the plane, but like the people that clap, you're just like, oh Lord.
Or who's worse, the people that clap or the people that stand up as soon as you land just to stand up because they can't go anywhere?
They're both bad. They both deserve that.
You gotta
punishment.
pick one. Death? Yeah, guillotine.
The people that stand up, death. The people in the other one, the dunce cap, I think is okay.
All right, cool.
I would say, the people that stand before the plane. I love when they get yelled at, though. That's my favorite part. Like,
you're just like,
sir in the blue shirt, can you please take a seat and put your seatbelt on?
You're just like, yes.
Oh, man, if I was a flight attendant, you best believe I'd embarrass both of those people, so... All right, so I think that takes us out of that segment.
Yeah, I think we were pretty controversial.
Yeah, well...
we might have offended at least 2 people.
Yeah, probably just 2. But
hey, that's better than last time.
Yeah, so to the guy that commented that, tell us if we did better this time, because I know you're probably still listening.
Oh, I love it.
At least I hope you are.
Yeah, right.
A fan is a fan.
Yeah, right.
A hater is a fan, because they're
Bring
still watching.
I'll take all the haters.
Let's go. All right.
Speaking of haters, next segment alert, and I've been told we have a graphic for this.
Yay, yeah, we have a logo, guys. I made one. It looks really cool.
Pop Goes Berglund.
Woo.
All right, so last time we sat down with you guys, Brianna Chickenfry and Zach Bryan had just broken up, right?
Yes, like that day.
And so much has happened.
So much has happened. Oh my gosh.
Should we run it down? How do you want to dive into this?
I don't even know where to start. What team? Team Bri.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I mean,
it's hard to be Team Zach.
Yeah,
on this front.
Okay. All right. Let's give a little recap for us people that our listeners aren't plugged in as everybody. So you got the social media influencer and probably the biggest country star in the world right now. Would you say?
Yes, and I mean honestly,
top 5.
Bri is pretty big herself. Like I don't know. I think she has like over 1 million followers
on 2 different accounts.
Yes, on 2 different accounts, and I mean I love her. She's so relatable. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sorry, before I go off on a tangent, I didn't like either one of them when they were dating each other.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's probably because it was so toxic.
Yes, and now that they've broken up, I like Bri, and I'm like on the fence about Zach now. It's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, so the biggest country star in the world, they dated. They, like Tiffany said, it was weird. Like that, they just didn't seem.
They changed.
Yeah.
She did seem very changed by him. Yeah. Like I think the reason I didn't like Bri is she was taking on this like
country girl.
Persona
you're from
that
Boston.
wasn't her. It wasn't her at all.
Right. So anyway, so they broke up.
Yep.
Turns out the way that Bree found out was through an Instagram story that Zach posted. They were already broken up, but they didn't think it was going to go public. Then Zach offered her $12.9 million, like Dr. Evil, $1 million to be quiet. And she said, nope, keep your money. I'm going to be here, a voice for women that have been with in this type of relationship. And then there was a diss track. There was 2 diss tracks that went down.
Yep, from our boys.
Yeah, they came in. That apparently Zach got it taken down.
Twice, right?
Twice, and then
they posted on TikTok, I think. I don't know if
they
it's
sped
still
it up. They sped it up so you can get past that. But yeah, they've had a couple podcasts by now. I think she's probably going to end up making way more money than that now. So it's probably smart financially and like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But the latest thing, now, did you see this where Brianna went to a UFC fight?
Yes. Okay. We have to talk about this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And 2 of the fighters came out to a Zach Bryan song. And they've never, people looked into it, they've never done Zach Bryan in the past.
We know what happened there.
And then another fighter, after he won, he goes, I just want to talk about, there's this guy that's going to be here next month. What's his name?
Dead
Zach
giveaway.
Bryan. Yeah, shout out to him. Turns out Zach knew she was going to be at the event and paid them
dollar bills
to do all that stuff.
Yep.
How crazy is that?
I don't even know what to say. It is the pettiest thing I think he could have done. And honestly,
it looks so bad.
No, and he's upset because anybody from the outside, Bree is obviously winning the situation. And I think he was just trying to do whatever.
Remember, he's going to London or Paris to get his master's degree.
Good. Let him go over there and think about what he did for a little bit.
Put him in timeout.
I mean, that's the best place to go into timeout. But still, Well, and I think the latest. Or not the latest. I think Bree and his ex Rose talked.
Yeah, they went on FaceTime. I saw that.
Which I don't know if anything's ever gonna come out about any of that. But like, you guys just look into it if you're.
It's real cool.
If you were anywhere on the internet, you know about this.
It.
Yeah, I have a friend that rarely gets on the internet and he knows about this, which is crazy. I started talking about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, I know what this." I'm like, okay, well, so look into this. This is crazy.
Yeah, but like you said. He has been putting out some good music lately.
Yeah.
And that's probably...
I plead the fifth?
Yeah. They say that his pattern is he treats these women like crap.
Yes.
And then makes good music off of it because he's so heartbroken.
Yes, which is wild. Just therapy, just go get it.
You don't need Raya, you need therapy.
No, yeah, that's what Bree, isn't that what Bree said?
Yeah.
You don't need Raya, you need therapy. That's the quote. We will leave you with that quote.
So we're Team Bree?
Yeah, we are. Team Bree. Good. Bree, you will never see this, but if for some reason you do, Team Bree.
Team Bree for sure.
So the next thing, I wasn't even going to put this on here.
Okay.
But Rob, we got to talk about it.
All right,
Mark Zuckerberg and T-Pain, the Get Low.
Okay.
That had me rolling and crying laughing. If that is not the funniest... I mean, it's kind of good, but it's also hilarious.
It's also very sweet. So do you know the story behind it?
Didn't he pay T-Pain to do that for his wife?
Yep. It was the song
Amazing.
it was their song that they met to.
No, you're joking.
I swear. So that when they were at a bar or something, that's the first song they heard together.
They were just out at a park and Get Low.
Yeah. No. They were at like some event or some bar.
Yeah.
So for their anniversary, this is what billionaires do.
Yeah.
Like us regular guys have to give flowers and chocolates.
Hey, you could record your own version
but
of
he
Get
got
Low.
T-Pain. It's not the same thing.
Get somebody to dress up like T-Pain. I don't know. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, now we're getting real controversial.
Okay. Hey, that's the point. That's the point of the podcast. But no, that is insane that he
It's really
paid
sweet,
him.
but it's also kind of corny.
Yeah. I mean, I can't put the song in here because of copyright, but if you guys
Google it.
Yeah, again, go listen to it. It's an easy find and it's hilarious. And yeah.
So do you like it?
I like it. It made me laugh really hard the first time I heard it.
Yeah,
just
it's hilarious.
I mean, it's funny, but it's also cute. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. We had to talk about it because I just thought it was insane.
I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. So if you had a boyfriend that recorded a song, but you love music. You love music. So this is different for you. And it was trash. Like he sounded off key. Like he was missing guitar licks or whatever the heck you want to call it.
Oh gosh.
Would you think it was cuter or to give you the ick?
That's really tough.
Yeah.
I think it would be the thought that would count.
That's what you would want, but how would you really feel?
It's until it happens. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends how bad it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've had boyfriends in the past that have been in like somewhat of bands that I think if they would have done it, it would have been really good. But like I'm thinking about people like I've dated that aren't musically inclined, and I'm like,
did you ever get a mixtape before? Like some guy made you? Yeah, that's pretty.
Well, guess what? The equivalent of that is playlists.
Yeah, playlists now. Yeah, we don't do. I'm old. Yeah, sorry.
I still do that.
Yeah,
if I make you a playlist, I probably have a crush on you.
Oh, okay.
That's
good to know.
But no,
all the Tiffany suitors out there.
Yes. Yeah. Right. you may or may not be able to see it.
Yeah, right.
But no, I don't know. I think it may give me. I'm somewhere in the middle. It's hard to tell. I think I would appreciate it. I do.
It depends how bad it was.
Yeah, like
if it was comically bad.
Yes. Yeah. If it was something that they knew it was going to be bad.
That's true. That's true.
But
it's all about presentation.
I saw a TikTok of a guy singing the other day, and he was serious about it, and it was really bad. That would give me the ick. 100%. What about you? Sorry, I had to say that. I will not be inserting that video in the podcast because that is, I'm not going to sell that guy out.
All right, poor guy.
It only had 29 likes.
Is he somebody you know?
No, it's not.
It's just some random guy.
Yeah, no.
All right, well, then forget it.
Some random person.
Yeah, I don't know. If it was really bad and like it also depends on where you are in the relationship.
Yeah, that's
true. Because like if it were like 3 months in and then you just give me a horrible song,
and you just like, get broken up with.
You're
that
just like,
nowhere.
oh, this person's a psycho. Like
3 months is not enough time to give me that. Well, that's crazy.
Swinging it back to Bree and Zach. Did you know they got a tattoo the first weekend they met each other?
Yeah, but it wasn't the how lucky are we?
Matching tattoos.
Yeah, I don't know. 3. No, if you get I will never.
Crazy.
It is known, whether you're a best friend or dating somebody, you are not supposed to get matching tattoos because it is a bad omen. It never works out.
They always say.
Never works out. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree though. If it's comedically bad and the person knows it's bad,
like
but
Andy Samberg type stuff.
Heck yeah, that would be hilarious.
Right.
But if it's like something you give to me in confidence and it's really bad,
I've tried really hard on this.
Yeah, Tiffany, I think I sound really good.
I want your honest. Now be honest with me.
Oh no, I'd probably lie and then.
Yeah, you totally would.
Oh, work's been really busy. I don't think we can see each other anymore. That's so bad. Anyways, I think we need to change
that. That's personal.
No, I'm just thinking about if I was in that situation. I don't even know how I'd react.
Oh my goodness.
My face is getting red because I'm already getting secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, I know. And we put the lights on. I feel like I'm in the. Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's roll right through. So the next thing we got going on is our monthly December events. Another busy month for Berglund Center, right, Tiff?
Yep. And then so I will take it away from here. So we have Kansas actually when this podcast comes out tonight. So that's super exciting.
It is.
They are just iconic. That
icons.
Yes, absolute icons. The 50th anniversary tour, December 6th tonight in the theater.
I'm sure there's a couple tickets left. They're going really fast.
They are.
So if you want to go, get them right now.
Yeah, even if they're still available today, which is the day of the concert.
Yeah, they might be.
December 7th, we have the 9th annual Holiday Craft and Vendor Show. And while I'm talking about this, I don't think vendor spots will probably still be available the day before, which is when we're dropping this.
Yeah.
But please watch out for scammers on our page, guys. Like, we will tell you where to get vendor spots. If it's not our event that's being ran by us, we will let you know. So stay away from those. I just really wanted to say that because for that show specifically, we've gotten so many fake pages and scammers, and we don't want you guys spending your hard-earned money to not have a spot like
That's
what you're promised. So.
Yeah, and if you're not bothering us to shoot us a message, if you have
ask.
A question about it, we can definitely answer that for you.
Absolutely. And then our absolute one of our favorite shows, December 13th through the 15th, we have Southwest Virginia Ballet's The Nutcracker. It will be performing in the theater all weekend.
Yeah,
so that's exciting.
Yeah, and and we got that's a tease for our interview too.
Yes,
right?
It is, which we'll let you know. Well, you probably already know if you're listening to the podcast.
Yeah, it says it right in there.
Yeah, you'll see the caption.
Yeah, page Pedro.
Yes, we have Pedro, artistic director, and I believe he's in it this year.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, you'll find out more about that in the interview.
Yep. And then December 14th, we have the Rail Yard Dogs versus the Knoxville Ice Bears. If you guys are attending that event, that's there with the Southwest Virginia Ballet. Make sure you guys get parking. That's probably going to be a day that you're going to need to get it in advance.
Good call.
Yep. And then December 17th, we have A Magical Cirque Christmas, which is part of our Broadway and Roanoke series. That's a great show. It's going to be an awesome holiday show.
If you want to get in the Christmas spirit, that's a perfect time to do it.
Yep. And then we finish out the month with some Rail Yard Dogs games. So the 21st, we have Rail Yard Dogs versus Birmingham Bulls. The 27th versus the Huntsville Havoc. The 28th versus the Knoxville Ice Bears. And the 31st, which is their yearly New Year's Eve game against the Fayetteville Marksmen. And lastly, before we close out the month, I think the ice bumper cars may be sold out already.
If you see one, grab it immediately.
Yeah, but we do have a couple dates for that. And then, of course, Public Skate is open. So we have Public Skate dates on the 7th of December and the 29th of December. So those are both 3:30 p.m. to 7:30. And again, I think ice bumper cars are all sold out, but feel free to go check our social media or
double
website.
Check us for sure.
So, and that takes us out for December, and then it's going to be 2025, and we got some great events. We are actually announcing a couple next Monday that we're excited about.
Yes.
So just stay tuned for our events next year. So we're stoked.
Another busy month.
Yeah, no joke. I'm excited for it, though.
Yeah, it should
I
be.
live for it.
And then you mentioned it, but like, if you haven't been to the New Year's Eve game, you got to go. It's a blast. They started an hour earlier than normal. That way you could still do your New Year's Eve plans.
Yep.
So if you're a fan of the Dogs, you got to check out that game.
Those games are so fun.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think it's that time where we kick it to the next part of the podcast. We touch on this a little bit, but we got Pedro coming up. Pedro was an awesome interview. He's such a blast. It's so much fun
wonderful
to hang out with. We could have gone all day talking to him about it and hearing his stories.
Love his energy.
So check out that. And then immediately following that, we got a special surprise. Our first reoccurring guest, my son, Keegan. Woo! And he's going to be talking about Christmas. Getting everyone excited. We thought it'd be kind of cool. You know, there's nothing, we celebrate Christmas as adults, but it's always about like what you felt as a kid.
Yeah.
So we wanted to gather some of that magic. He's excited for Santa. He's pumped up. And we asked him some questions to try to get his feedback and get some real answers on what's going on.
Yep. And if you saw him hit the gritty on the chair at the beginning of the episode, can just rate it below in the comments.
Yeah, rate it.
0 to 10. Although we all know it's going to be a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
He hit it pretty good. So we can't complain about that. But.
He's already got more rhythm than me.
Yep. So here's to 2024. I can't believe this is our last episode.
Wow.
I know it feels wild. Like we've been doing this for over a year now, and we are so thankful for y'all's support. And we'll see you guys in 2025.
All right. See you later. Okay. Now we want to welcome on one of our first recurring guests of the podcast, right? Keegan. Everyone get up for Keegan. Woo! Keegan, are you excited to be back on? We call it the broadcast, but it's really the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Are we excited?
Yeah.
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 Are you excited for Christmas?
Yeah.
Are you? Because it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to
That's
all
what we
of
like
our
to
listeners right now.
Because I want presents.
Yes. He's got one thing on his mind.
And I want to build a snowman.
Okay, all right, Elsa.
But yeah, we figured we'd have him on to ask you some questions about Christmas, get Keegan's thoughts, unfiltered, rapid fire.
Yeah.
And you can tell us what your favorite parts about Christmas are.
Yeah.
What you would improve about Christmas if you were the mayor of Christmas. We're going to get into all your thoughts, all right? You ready? We're going to go real fast. You talk as long as you want. You got it?
Okay.
All right, Keegan, you ready? What's the coolest thing about Santa?
He rides a sleigh with reindeers that are magic, and he brings us presents.
That's a good answer.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. If what's your favorite thing to eat during Christmas?
Cookies.
Cookies? Any types of cookies?
What kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip.
You got to go for the classic? Is that what we're doing? Yeah? All right. I like it. If you could only give Santa one gift, what would it be? So instead of him giving you a gift, you're giving him a gift.
Cookies and milk.
Okay, what if you couldn't give him something he already gets? What would you give him?
Like an actual gift, buddy.
Yeah, what would you give him if you gave him something else? You can give him anything. You can give him a monster truck. You can give him a puppy. You can give him literally anything.
A cute little puppy.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
All right.
Taking my answer, I like it.
Okay. If you could spend Christmas anywhere in the whole world or the universe, where would you go? What's that? We got to speak up.
The North Pole.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, but
I mean,
Santa won't be
sense.
there.
Yeah.
What about somewhere you've been, like a state? Is there any state you'd want to go to or a planet?
I want to go to Hawaii and spend Christmas.
Okay.
A little Christmas island.
A little Christmas
How'd
Island.
you like to spend Christmas?
Yeah, insert that song. And actually, no, we
get
can't.
copyright.
We get copyright strike. What was the second thing? What'd you say?
I said beep beep.
Beep beep. That's a good. Yep. So, if Santa needed a new job, what do you think he'd be good at? Like, if he wasn't Santa, what else would he do? Where would you see Santa? Like, where do you think he'd work? That's a tough one.
Here?
Santa could work at Berglund Center. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess between me and Rob, what department would he be? He'd be an ops.
Yeah, I was about
He
to say
would for
the same
sure
thing.
be an ops.
He'd have to be ops because he could just like set up all the tables and chairs.
Oh,
and,
heck
and
yeah.
then strike everything down.
Yeah, 100%. Like I could see
Yeah.
Santa and ops. That's not even a question.
Yeah, ops.
Yeah,
He
ops,
said,
you're
yeah,
great.
ops,
What does
ops.
ops do, Keegan? Were you listening?
They set up all the stuff for the event.
He set up all the stuff for the event.
Sorry, I gave him the answer. Ops is short. We call them ops, but that is our operations department here at Berglund Center. So Santa would be, I feel like he'd be, instead of Steve, he'd be the one to put up the Christmas.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you decorate the place too.
Yeah, that's
Steve
a great
would have
answer.
To do the trees.
I know.
Oh, man.
That'd be
I
crazy.
think the ops guys are salivating at this.
Yeah.
What do you think that the reindeer are doing when they're not flying? Like, what are they doing right now?
I think they're eating carrots
Okay.
That's good.
from Mrs. Claus,
Yep.
Where are they at?
the North Pole.
In like a shed? Tell us what's going on in your imagination.
Like in a little house in the North Pole where Santa is and Mrs. Claus is.
So the reindeer are in the house. That's a full house right there. They're just running around knocking stuff over, eating carrots. I love it.
Is it cold there? Paint us a whole picture.
Yeah, it's totally cold.
Yeah.
All right. So
Like, for real.
he's not done. That was not done with that answer. So if you were an elf, would you rather make toys or would you rather play with the toys? So you can make them or you can play with the toys. I know my answer. I don't know.
Make.
You'd rather make the toys.
Why is that?
Oh
I want
man.
to make toys for kids.
Oh,
Aw.
that's sweet.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go that route. I was gonna
Yeah.
say to play with the
What
toys.
the heck? What's wrong
Yep.
with us?
Yeah, I know.
That maybe says more about us. than
Yeah,
it says-
Keegan's the grand saint of the table right now.
So do you think that Santa eats all of those cookies in one night, or you think he like grabs them from different houses and brings them home to the North Pole?
What I think is he just eats like 2 or 3 cookies and then drink the milk and then go to each house and do that.
So he eats all of them.
Yeah.
You think? Oh man.
Do you don't think he'd be too full?
And maybe he brings a couple home
Put
with
your-
him.
A couple home for Mrs. Claus? You think how do you think he stops his belly from getting so full?
Using magic.
Magic?
Yep. That's
a
what
good
I was
idea.
gonna say. Yep. So if you could only decorate the Christmas tree with food, what would you use? So for me, I would do a Christmas tree decorated with pizza rolls.
Oh, I like
A
that.
pizza roll tree.
I would do mine with Oreos and cookies.
Ooh,
Oh,
we got a big
cookie
cookie fan on the
Yeah, we got
podcast.
cookies on the brain.
Hey Oreo, if you're listening, I know who you can sponsor.
Here's Oreo.
Big Oreo. Big Oreo.
Big Oreo.
All right, Keegan, I got a scenario for you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And I need you to play it out in your head and tell me what would happen, okay? All right, so Santa, he's getting ready to go, and he's got to wrap a gift, okay? But he accidentally wraps himself in the gift. What do you think Santa would do?
Call Mrs. Claus?
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea.
And what would Mrs. Claus do?
Unwrap the present, which is what he's in.
Very logical answer. I like it.
Okay.
Amazing. All right, how fast do you think Santa's sleigh goes?
Faster than the speed of light.
Oh, okay.
How many miles per hour is that?
If you had to put it in a number, you can come up with any number.
Maybe like 1 million?
1 million miles per hour?
Okay.
All right, so who's faster, Santa or the Flash?
Definitely the Flash.
The Flash?
So should the Flash be delivering presents instead of Santa?
No.
No.
Okay,
why's
Santa
that?
still gets the
Why
job.
Is that? Flash is wearing red?
He just needs a hat.
Yeah.
He's yellow. And he doesn't have like the Santa thing.
The beard?
Beard.
Okay, that's good. You do need a beard to be Santa. I think that's kind of a...
There may be a controversy on the podcast here, whether
you
Santa
shaved
is
your
the
beard?
Flash and we
No,
just
no.
don't know it.
Yeah.
No, everybody, he shaved his beard.
Okay, so he might be the Flash.
Yeah.
Wait. It goes further. Rob is the Flash.
All right, who's faster, Sonic or Santa? You guys sit up, buddy. Nobody's going to be able to hear you.
Santa.
Santa,
Still,
okay.
okay, Santa's the winner. It
No,
sounds like.
because Sonic goes like
You're
Sonic
still
goes like what?
listening to the podcast.
1,019.
2019.
1,019
okay.
miles per hour.
And 1,000,000 is faster than 1,000.
That's
like
true.
Like
Again, very logical answer. I like it. We use logic on this podcast. All right, so
If
Keegan.
Santa could use any animal besides reindeer to pull his sleigh, which one would he pick? So if it wasn't reindeer pulling the Santa's sleigh, which animal would it be?
dogs.
Dogs would be funny.
Like
They'd be
my
so
dog.
loud though. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Go
they
on the roof.
They would just be barking. What would be the silliest animal that would pull Santa's sleigh?
Oh, pigs would be pretty funny.
Flying pigs.
Yeah, flying pigs. I like it. That's way better. I was gonna say squirrels, but squirrels would be so chaotic.
Yeah, they would go everywhere. You wouldn't be able to land.
No. So, do you think Santa's reindeer ever stop for snacks on their way? Like when they're delivering presents that night? No snacks. All
So
right.
how do they eat?
No snacks for the reindeer all night.
They eat like every day before.
Okay, so they
that's
stock
fair.
up before. Don't we give them carrots?
They're on a Christmas fast.
Because Santa brings them to his sleigh.
Yeah, so we give them carrots, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so correction, snacks or carrots.
So Santa gives them to them.
Okay, so it's carrots.
So they can't really stop to get them because they can't go inside.
Oh, so Santa's got to go get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Santa brings them the carrots. So they get a carrot break. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. How does Santa make it all the way around the world all in one night?
Because he has a fast sleigh.
It's fast. So do you think Santa uses more magic or you think he's fast? Which one? Magic.
Of course, magic, because that's how he makes his sleigh faster.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So he uses the magic
like
to
it.
make the sleigh go fast.
I like it. So this is our last question. If Santa asked you for a new holiday dance move, what would you teach him? And if you need to I almost just spilled my drink.
You can stand up on
if
the
you
chair
need
if
to
you
stand
want.
up on the chair, I'm gonna hold on to my Celsius just in case, and we're gonna hold on to the chair too.
All right, come on.
So if you're not tuning in via video, you really should be.
All right, what's the dance move that Santa does? Look at the camera. Look at the snowman, but the gritty.
Oh, not the gritty. All right, you saw it here first.
Oh man, well thank you, Keegan.
Yes.
Are you pumped for Christmas?
Yeah.
What are we getting? That's the last question. What do you want
Yep.
for Christmas? What's Santa bringing you?
I want a robotic arm.
A robotic arm.
Okay. Wow.
Like it's a Lego arm. You can grab it, and it does the same thing as your hand.
Okay. All right. Well, Santa, if you're listening, he wants a robotic arm for Christmas.
But Keegan, does it going to replace your arm?
It goes on top of your arm.
So you just have like an extendo arm, like Inspector Gadget?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Santa can't do that because he doesn't do electronics, right?
Yeah.
So what else does Santa get you? What do you want to ask Santa for? Because I don't know if he makes robot arms. I don't think the tech is up in the North Pole.
I don't think so. I don't think so either.
You haven't thought about this?
Had to get the emphasis.
Your 2 front teeth?
If my other one falls out before Christmas, I'll get my 2 front teeth back.
I like it.
Or maybe fake teeth.
You want to sing us out? You want us to sing us a song while we end the podcast?
Yes, I like that. You can sing Keegan any song.
Well, the teeth song.
See, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
All right, yeah, pick one then. Sing a Christmas song.
Which one we going with?
The one for my 2 front teeth.
All right, go for it.
All I want for
Christmas is my 2 front teeth. My 2 front teeth. My 2 front teeth. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. So I send with you Merry Christmas.
Once I stopped.
I send this and this.
All right. Well,
right.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Be safe out there. We'll see you next time. All righty. We're here with a good friend of ours, the artistic director of Southwest Virginia Ballet, Pedro Szalay. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We were saying this is a busy time for you, so we appreciate you making time for us to come out and chat.
Exactly.
So we wanted to start with maybe just getting to know you a little bit better. Can you tell us about, your career, what brought you here? Just give us a little bit of background. Get rid of the cloud of mystery on Pedro for us.
But I came here 18 years ago.
Okay.
And as artistic director of Southwest Virginia Ballet. But the first thing I came to do here, work with the Roanoke City Public Schools.
Oh, okay.
To do the program I do for the 4th graders already for 18 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they call it Dance Español.
Okay, so they recruited you here?
I came because there were the opportunities to bring that program I was doing in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, so have you been in Virginia for a long time?
Yes.
And what was before Virginia?
I was in New York.
Okay, what part of New York?
New York, and danced in Long Island at New York Dance Theater.
Yes.
Okay, I was born in Long Island.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yeah.
In
All of
Huntington, yes. In Huntington, Frank Ullman, the New York Dance Theater. That was my first job here in the United States.
Okay.
When I came from Venezuela, where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what brought you to America?
That's ballet.
Okay.
The dance, yes. Trying to be, open opportunities and really brought me to different choreographers and in time to know other people and, connecting, because dance is a connecting. It's a universal language.
Right.
It's nice to be part of it. When I came to opportunities to tour United States in the past.
Okay.
So that's what really opened my eyes. Oh, maybe this will be my next step in my career.
Do you get back to Venezuela at all?
No.
No.
Because the political situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So New York, Virginia, and is that only the 2 places
That
you've
is
lived?
correct,
Okay.
yes.
Me too.
I love it. Yeah.
It's quite a bit different from New York.
Yes.
But I enjoyed the change of pace. When I was younger, I always would be like, I'm going back to New York, and then you get used to like how slow it runs down here. Like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, but we have everything here.
Yes.
We
In
do.
Roanoke, Virginia. It's really, especially in the arts.
Yes.
And it's incredible, not only in the public schools, but, for our patrons. You have the opera, you have the orchestra, you have
Right.
a wonderful museum.
Yes.
You have the theaters, and you have the ballets, and, it's a lot of things. Yes.
Yeah, it is, and it's relatively inexpensive too. So
Exactly.
It's a great place to live. I love Roanoke too. So you said you moved. So once you got to Virginia, when did you start doing the Nutcracker?
The Nutcracker when I'm in Richmond Ballet because in New York, and of course that's bread and butter for everybody in the companies in the world. The Nutcracker. In New York, of course, that was my first job. I danced in their New York Dance Theater company. And when I came to Richmond, we did the Nutcracker because that's part of the tradition in Richmond Ballet.
Yeah.
And here, when I came 18 years ago, I was directing the Southwestern Ballet, plus I performed too, because that was in that time I need to perform for the Nutcracker. And afterwards, more directing and doing the casting and all the elements, the part of the costumes and lighting and all the things. Yeah.
So take us into Nutcracker world. Where by the time of this recording, how many weeks out are we? 3? About a month?
We are exactly, because today is the 15th.
Oh, okay.
Today will be in a month will be the last performance.
Oh, so exactly
here at the Berglund, but. With this year, the following week of the Nutcracker, we are going to be at the Homestead.
Oh, cool!
We're performing at the Homestead.
So when do you start preparing for the show? Is it the next day?
Normally, I give 12 weeks.
Okay.
Because it's only 1 week, 1 day a week we rehearse. Normally, in the professional world, you rehearse every day for 6 days, maybe for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depend of the choreographer or the artistic director. She want to change something. So in the professional world, you work 8 hours.
Yeah.
And for 6 days. And afterwards, when they put together, so that's 7 days sometimes. You have a day off here and there. But here, because Southwestern Ballet is already 34 years in our region, we rehearse once a week, and the community cast rehearse on Sundays. Because I have community members like lawyers, and anchors, doctors, and people from the community participated in the cast. And especially this year, I have a great community cast because I have principals from the city schools and the private schools, and have doctors and lawyers. And people, entrepreneurs, yes.
Yeah, my children's pediatrician is in the show,
Dr. Bolden, yes, and he's the Mother Ginger.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mother Ginger.
So when does casting start?
Oh, the casting is already done.
Yeah, so take us from the very beginning.
The beginning, when the community members come in audition.
It's like July, August?
That's August.
August,
and we'll figure out who able to participate, and of course, passing through auditions. I show them some steps and things, and to see, and they see the schedule, because they need to make sure they're able to participate. It's only once a week.
Right.
But I respect, because everybody has family time and school. And after that process, they accept. So we start rehearsal in August, and September starts the fittings already, because I have all the people who works for Southwestern Ballet. They're volunteers.
Gotcha.
So I have volunteer costume people, and so they help me with the fittings and sewing, and everybody part of it. I have my house is full of tutus, because I'm putting together the tutus for the girls.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what's like the ages range from everybody, right?
It's from 7 to 70.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome. So what does a typical show day look like? So from the morning until the show starts, what does that look like?
That's for us, it's a preparation. We come, sometimes we come earlier before the guy opened the door at the Berglund Center.
You beat us there.
Yeah, sometimes. And we come in and we make sure everything's ready. Costumes there need to be steamed every time, or iron, to make sure everybody has their proper, because backstage is a set up a table for props and headpieces already. So every cast is different, so make sure they have their trunks, their tights, their jewelry, their headpieces. We have a ballet class before the show, every class, for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And whatever we need to rehearse before, ready with makeup, getting ready for makeup, and we having the crew comes, the union crew comes and starts setting up the stage prior, and we having a VIP event every show so that people can have a little sneak peek and some private way, and I teach them some little dances. And to see what is really goes behind the scene, because the people have no idea how much work and commitment from everybody, because this is not only one person. This is it's with everybody, including the Berglund Center, because this is our home already for years, from 1991. Wow! And so that's for a long time.
Yeah.
And so that's what we do. And after that, getting ready, our stage manager calls, half an hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And we have a slide show in the front of the house to thank our sponsors, the upcoming events, because we are really, without the community support, we're not able to do what we do. And so that's what we're very thankful for that. And we close the curtain and the show starts. And but all the partners, like the Paratar Academy, the children singing because they're the angels, and the snow spirits for the snow scene. We have this year SPCA is going to participate, and and one new thing this year for the Nutcracker is going to be Daisy is going to be performing in Act 2 from the Railroad Dog.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Daisy is a surprise.
We got to put that out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Daisy's part of she's dancing in Act 2.
Oh, my gosh.
And, was that Robin's idea?
It's a collaboration.
Okay.
It's a collaboration.
I love
yes, I was hoping Diesel able to do it, but it's very hard, the scheduling and all the stuff.
Oh,
because,
yeah.
their work.
Yeah, this is their prime season, right? So what are you doing while the show's going on? Are you just like running around backstage?
In the past, yes, but this year I'm putting my dancing shoes back. I will be part of the show. I'm going to do Drosselmeyer. So I'm excited. I'll be the godfather of Clara. I've done Drosselmeyer for Richmond Ballet all my years. And I never done Drosselmeyer for South Virginia Ballet. This is my first time.
Wow.
And so it's nice to be on stage with the dancers and bring that back. And so I'm excited.
Yeah, that is very exciting.
Yes.
So we got two things that if you've been to the Nutcracker before, it's going to be different.
Yeah, because some people see me dancing, Cavalier or Arabian or, Snow or Russian, but Drosselmeyer is very special.
Oh, that's so awesome. So what's your favorite part about doing the Nutcracker? I know it may change from year to year, but just all around.
It's all around is to see the development of the dancers, especially the dancers really teach them from the beginning to when they were child, now when they're 17 or 18, or any community member comes through and they want to pursue the dance career, or sometimes I'm teaching the kids of the former dancers coming back because I have some of them, they are soldiers now because I taught them in Richmond. And because when I was dancing, they were trainees in Richmond. And so it was nice. Now I'm teaching their kids. And see that community effort too, and involvement for years and years, and people coming back to see it every year.
Yeah, it's like a community staple.
Yeah, exactly.
To be a part of that's pretty cool. So you touched on this a little bit earlier when you said that dance is like a universal language. Is that kind of what got you into this line of work to begin with? I
love it, because it's a self-expression,
right.
Because if you feel the music, or if you get up every morning, you need to be so alert and content. Whatever happens in your life, whatever happens, somebody died or something.
Right.
The first thing that happened, the dance, the arts is going to uplift you, and they're going to heal. Yes. Looks what's going on in the world.
Right.
The war. Everything. The arts goes first.
Yeah.
Immediately the art we healed everything.
That's awesome.
And look what happened in, the pandemic time. The arts will prevail. And, we did the Nutcracker.
Oh, yeah.
And,
online, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, and the music helps. And so I think this was a helps.
Yeah.
That's what keep me going is, it's the connection of people and really makes smile people. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a good point because, you don't, unless you're like, in that world, it's hard to realize like how much music and stuff like that really does help you process, heal, like go through things.
Go
even
through
when
the
you're
day.
Happy.
Yes, it helps you.
Right,
Yes,
it really
definitely.
does.
Trust me, 100%. So, you mentioned that you guys do stuff year round. Can you touch on the other things you guys do other than the Nutcracker?
Well,
Because it's not
Tiffany,
over, right?
No,
Yes, I know
because
it's not. We're
we-
still in Nutcracker world, but
before Nutcracker, Tiffany, we started the season in July, and we start first of all I believe in collaboration. Collaboration is the key to it's not success to better our city because the people see us and participate more. We started with the Roanoke Symphony and the Under the Stars. We did Peter and the Wolf, and this past month in October we did the Taubman Museum with a huge opening of Alfonso Mucca.
Oh, cool.
And we did the Junior League the past weekend with the stock market. We had small performances, like next week I'm going to Friendship in Salem Terrace to take a little bit of holiday spirit already before Thanksgiving.
I love that.
And we doing, of course, Dickens of the Christmas.
Yep.
And we're doing Chris Coffee Shop. We're doing their Christmas event to
cool.
help them.
Yeah.
And Chips, Breakfast with Santa.
Wow.
And the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
Yes,
At the
we
top of
cannot
it
And
forget.
after that,
forget about
we'll getting ready for our spring performance. We are doing Under the Tent is based about the novel of Water for Elephants.
Okay.
And Act 2 of Swan Lake.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
So when do you cast for that? Is it like
That's
January?
already possible, already some little castings here
Gotcha.
and there. Yes. And we have our Dance Espanol here at the Berglund Center
Right.
with my fourth graders in March.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a base of books this year. We're talking about how it's important to read. And I'm working a partner with the Roanoke City Public Libraries
Okay.
for that.
So do you have any time off? Or
Yeah,
like
Why
Why
not?
not Christmas
No.
time, Thanksgiving time?
Yeah,
Yes.
so normal holidays.
Normal
Yeah.
holidays, yes. But I love what I do. I don't feel this is a
Yeah,
job.
it's not work
Yeah.
if you love what
No.
you do, right? So if people are to come to the show, somebody's never been to the Nutcracker, how do you kind of describe it to them? Like, what are they going to see?
Nutcracker, I think if you never came to Ballet before, you'll be in your seats. You will not be sleeping.
Yeah.
Start there.
Because it's really the storyline. It's from the
Okay.
beginning to the end. Possible you maybe can read it before a little bit.
Okay,
But
that's
if
good.
you sit and watch, they will tell this story. How it's choreographed and the music really transports you to from the beginning with the guests coming to the party scene to all the creation of the Drosselmeyer, the toys coming alive, the transformation, the battle, going to the snow scene going to the land of sweets, and all going back to her dream.
Oh.
And so that's the transition. But the people with the music and the dancers and really the sets and costumes, they're really incredible.
Awesome. So if somebody has a child that wants to get into ballet, what advice would you give the parent?
Supporting them, and whatever they like to do. It's not only ballet, but in the arts, music, arts, photography, sculpture, or cooking, because that's part of the arts too. But, encouraging to something to do to relate it to art, because arts really helps, to the mental and to the development for the child, for their brains, for math, for science.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Completely agree. Make well-rounded adults
Exactly.
for sure.
Yes.
So if somebody sees this and they have a child, or you say you have a wide range, how does somebody get in the Nutcracker or be part of the Southwest
Nutcracker,
Virginia Ballet?
Southwest Virginia Ballet, we have auditions in April.
Okay.
And they can check our website, www.svballet.org.
Okay.
Or, in Nutcracker, normally it's August, the auditions for Nutcracker. Okay. So already some people, they want to be part of this Nutcracker this year. I say, you need to wait until
it's
a little late. Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, if anybody wants to go see the show or wants more information, where do you mentioned your website, and you can check out Berglund Center.
Of course, Berglund Center. You know that.
Yeah. For the tickets.
Yes, it's wonderful because this year we have this is something new this year too. On Friday, the 13th, we have normally the school performance in the morning for the public schools, but that night we're at 7:00. We have a performance. That's never happened before. So we're doing a Friday night show at 7 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because, we need to be team players here. Yeah. Because, the railroad dogs that will be here Saturday night.
Yeah.
So we need to be team because, the parking,
Yeah. And it's also, you don't want to give people, like sometimes there's too much to do. So that way.
Yes, exactly.
People don't have to. Yeah, exactly.
Go see the ballet.
And afterwards, and you can go, comes to see Daisy dancing, and afterward you go to see Daisy ice skating,
Love it.
Oh, well, we wanted to end this interview with something fun.
Yes.
So we gave you the other questions ahead of time, but you have not seen these.
They're secret.
So these are, I'm going to do rapid fire questions. We're not gonna give you any feedback. We just want the first thing that comes to your mind. We're gonna try to go through these as fast as possible. So just the first thing that pops up.
How many seconds I have?
Whatever you need.
Yes,
whatever you need.
Yes.
Okay.
You can go as long as short as you want. Could be one-word answers. All right. We're ready.
Yes.
What is your most embarrassing moment on stage?
One time I tried to wear Dr. Bolden's stilts. I put the stilts up and I went backwards. And my stage manager, he screamed, "Pedro, what are you doing?" So let me try again. I said, "No, you're taking that off now."
I love it.
All right, if you were going to go do karaoke, what song would you sing?
Karaoke.
Or song you sing in your living room if you're just
or in your
cleaning
car.
up.
The song that you sing on
your my Lord. Trying to think. What a wonderful world.
Oh, that's great. Is there any current ballet trends that you're like, that needs to go away? I don't like that. Or I'm a little old school in that SAC thing.
Yes. Some TikToks, it's like
That's what I said earlier.
high five, Tiffany. There we go.
Exactly what I said.
Those grinding.
Yes. I told that's exactly what I said. We ran
but
through these.
Sometimes I do. The kids go crazy when I do that in class.
I love TikTok.
You got to have a good balance.
Where is that? The new one? I think so. From that video games they do with the loser and they do
Fortnite.
Yes.
Fortnite.
There you go. You would know.
Yeah, Keegan does that. My son does it. No. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's why
that
taught me. Yeah.
Yes, I can. So,
oh my goodness.
What's the weirdest thing in your fridge right now?
What's the weird thing in the fridge?
Yeah.
Something old.
Just something that's been there that you just noticed, but maybe
you gotta get out
touched.
of there.
Yeah.
Or like
some soup is back there, but I don't know how long it's there. I need to throw it away.
All right.
It's homemade soup, but I said I'm not eating it. I need to throw it away.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Leading up to a performance, like the week of, how many hours of sleep are you getting a night? Do you get to get some good rest, or are you up and thinking about things?
I sleep very well. Sometimes I sleep 9 hours.
Well,
and
good for
great.
you.
Yes.
But of course, in the middle of the night, sometimes I say, okay, what do I need to do?
Yeah.
But no, let me sleep. But I force myself to sleep because I drink a lot of water.
Okay.
And so that's very healthy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So if your life had a theme song, what would it be? So just your overall theme. You walk into a room or a building and it starts.
Celebration.
Yes. That's perfect.
I love it.
Come on.
I love it.
What do you think your performers would say behind your back when you're not there? What would they say about you?
Too demanding.
I think you called that one.
Well, that's what I thought about because I'm a soccer coach.
When I come to the Berglund Center, they have, the stage, they have the lighting designer and stuff like that. They have a mic. And they say it in front of the dancer, Pedro, your mic is over there. Give him away the mic.
Don't give it to him. See, that's what my players would say about me. That's why I thought about that. So who would play you in a movie about your life? Like what actor? It can be anyone.
That's a hard one. Let me see.
First one that comes to your head. It doesn't even have to make sense. You can
it doesn't.
Who do you want to play you?
Ricky Martin.
There we go. I love that.
Yeah. That's perfect. I
the
love
hot
it.
tamale.
Yeah, I love it. You do a great job. So,
do you have last one. Do you have a favorite pre-show ritual?
Yes. Go into my dressing room and I do, my prayers. Mm-hmm. And I'm very thankful for the people who support me for all the time, especially my parents. They're not here. And all the time they're watching from up there. And I do 3 times the cross before I go on stage or before the show. And I check all the time in the dancers and the community members, everybody good. And what we do, a nice, beautiful, is a prayer circle before the show. Everybody, the dancers and the community members, we do a nice prayer circle before every show.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Pedro. We appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Southwest Virginia Ballet, Nutcracker, Roanoke staple. So we encourage everyone to come out and see it. Sounds like they got some new stuff in store. Check out our website for more details. And thanks again, Pedro.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.